So what is going on, y'all? It's your boy, Professor Ill Will, New Wave Coaching. Today, I want to show you guys a vegan stir-fry dish that I'm going to add meat to. So, it's vegan, but it doesn't have to be. It's optional. So, as a matter of fact, vegetarian. Better yet, vegetarian. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So, I'm just out here going to grab some groceries from my car. Just want to show y'all what it's like out here in Michigan, man. It's cold. It's my bike. Not to show off. Man. But yeah, man, Michigan. Why does it have to be so cold and windy and gloomy? Alright guys, so it is going down in the kitchen. I just want to show you guys a couple of things that we are going to be using. And last but not least, dark chocolate. There's a lot of good things about dark chocolate. Y'all already know what's good about dark chocolate, right now, y'all? All right. It's good for you. There's antioxidants. There's all types of good stuff. So dark chocolate, healthy snack. Grab some before you start to meal prep. And as you can see, this Godiva chocolate is looking godly. And it tastes as good as it looks. Just be mindful. We know that chocolate can be very calorie dense, but it's also very good. So first thing we're gonna do is just rinse off our stuff. You always want to rinse off your vegetables. Even meat. I like to rinse my meat. Because I don't know. There's a saying like if you wash your meat in the sink, salmonella. But I don't know. Really worry about it. It doesn't really bother me. But I just make sure I'm cleanly. And so yeah, rinse off your stuff first thing. Rinse. We always want to make sure that we're rinsing off our vegetables, all of our produce, man, because if you don't know, now's the time to know. They put a lot of processed chemicals on our stuff, man. So wherever you're getting your stuff, if it's organic or not, rinse that stuff off. Very important. All right, so we are at the chopping board, and we are chopping blades. Chopping carrots, in fact. This is really tedious and really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so right now I'm gonna show you guys an easy way to do your green peppers. Check it out. But that's why you're here, man. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do all this tedious, annoying stuff, make it really easy, man. And taking this circular motion, cutting it out, you're gonna get all your pepper, and very easy. Now we're moving on to the zucchini. I just like to chop off the ends of all my stuff. We got some garlic here. I'm going to show you guys how to chop that with the garlic technique. Oh, there we got Max. He's all in the business, man. The dog stays hungry. I tell you what, man. We got to stay just like that dog, man. We got to stay hungry. We got to stay hungry for our goals, for our dreams, but enough of that. Alright, so yeah, this technique to peel the garlic, you're just going to chop off the ends of the garlic, and it makes it super easy to go ahead and peel the garlic just like so. And presto. And now we're moving on to the chopping technique. What I do here is I kind of stand up my garlic and cut it vertical, and then I'll switch it to the side and I'll chop it that way, and we just get these nice cut sized pieces of garlic. You want your garlic be minced. Mincing, chopping garlic is I'm gonna say it, man, it's a bitch. I wish I could do it this fast, man, but this is my technique, man. Chop it. I know it pretty. You need like a garlic, what's it called? A garlic crush, garlic thing. But using my hands, man. Hands down, man. 10 toes down in the kitchen, chopping it up. Fresh chopped ingredients, can't go wrong. All right, so moving on to the onion. And again, with this onion, I'm going for more of an Asian style chop, so we're going bigger cuts, just chopping it up like so. And from here, I'm just gonna break these apart, and it's gonna give us a nice bite-sized amount of onion. We got some mushrooms, can't forget the shrooms, and we got the meat. Got the meats, man. We got the meats at New Wave Coaching. So I'm just going to come over here. It looks like this is about done. from the defrost, and I'm honestly checking it out here, and I'm kind of seeing that these are still frozen hard as rocks. So I'm honestly probably gonna throw these back into the microwave and allow these to defrost for a little bit longer. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start chopping up these carrots, man. Getting that carotene. Carrots has a nice sweet flavor to the dish. It's gonna keep the calories low, add a lot of bulk to the meal, and I am having fun here chopping these carrots, man. This is probably the least favorite part, man. Is chopping all this stuff up. I normally like to do this the day before. Makes it a lot simpler, and just have all the stuff chopped up beforehand. But I was kind of spurring the moment. I just want to show you guys how to do it the fast way, and we're just making it up as we go, man. So yeah, chopping this up. And yeah, we got a lot of carrots, man. We got a lot of carrots to chop. Choppity chop, 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 man. This is the hardest part of cooking, man. Is just prepping all this stuff up. But like I said, if you do it in advance, do it the day of, maybe in the morning or the night before, it makes it way easier to go ahead and just throw this stuff into the pot. And as you can see, we are just moving right along here on to the zucchini next. But then I'm asked a question.
Will, you boys twerk?
That's girls. Boys can dance, but they don't twerk. Girls don't twerk. And yeah, as you guys can see that I'm just trying to give the best answer. I'm in a hurry here, and I'm just trying to cook, just trying to keep Young Dog on the right track, man. Let me know if you guys feel like that was an appropriate answer, if that was biased. But other than that, man, moving right along, we got the green bell pepper next. Once again, kind of going with these bigger size cuts for the Asian style type of cuisine, like I said earlier, and just transferring this over into a Tupperware container, all these good ingredients that we got, and I'm just gonna set this off to the side. Once we're all chopped up here, we're just about done. Alright, so we've got everything nice and chopped up. We got a nice little vegetable medley going on. So now that the vegetables are out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the chicken breast here, which is finally thawed out, and it looks like I might have actually left this in a microwave on defrost for a little too long, so it kind of looks like I cooked the edges a little bit, but I think it'll work. Other than that, the chicken is looking pretty good, and what I'm doing here is just kind of going through the final step of defattening the chicken. You always want to make sure that you remove all the fat from your lean sources of protein. I cut it off. It's always a good idea to remove as much as that saturated fat because it is not the best for the health. Just giving this chicken a good squeeze and rinsing this out. Gonna put this chicken back into the bowl, and I put more water in. I don't even know why I did that. Okay, so moving on to some seasonings. I hope you guys enjoy my whistling. Some of my favorites, we got comino, which is just Spanish for cumin powder. As you can see, I got this from the Hispanic store. We got some natural sea salt. Also, just some meat tenderizer. I don't really know. I just kind of get in there and throw whatever looks good on the meat. Now, we've got some black pepper, a classic. Really good, just gonna add that flavor. Like I said, always good to season foods up. We got some paprika, once again, just for some extra seasoning, and also some red crushed pepper for a little spice. And last but not least, just a tablespoon or so of this extra virgin olive oil so that the seasonings really stick and get in there with the meat. So as you can see, just going along and adding all the seasonings in there, And before I give this a mix, I almost forgot. I'm going to add one of my favorite ingredients. How could I forget? Ginger root, fresh ginger root. They normally use this in Asian cuisine as a kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of got a bitter flavor, almost like garlic, but it has a nice spice to this dish. Also, ginger is an anti-inflammatory, so you really want to make sure you're eating a lot of anti-inflammatory foods. They're going to be really good for you, cleansing and detoxification. And right now I'm just showing you guys a little strategy of how you can peel your ginger very easily with a spoon. So you're just going to take your spoon and do like I'm doing, just kind of scraping that skin of that ginger off. You don't really want to eat this skin texture. I don't think there's anything wrong with it eating it, just the skin texture. I don't really think it goes good in the dish. So whenever you're using ginger, just use this technique, and works with a butter knife, works with a spoon. And yeah, I highly suggest you guys to give this a try. It makes it really easy and it is super effective. So now I'm just chopping this ginger up, and I'm pretty much going to take the same strategy that I had going in with the garlic, just chopping it up and really making it the small mince size that will really break down and really allow the flavor release into the food.
So this mud. Then we're eating something back there. This motherfucker started smelling. His nose started going crazy out here. He was smelling everything.
What is that smell? It's not that, is it?
Onions.
Burning kind of.
Okay.
Smell something burning? And yes, something was burning. There was a pan in the oven as it was heating up, and my spidey senses went off. And I sniffed it out, man, just like my dog Max, and we got that pan out of there before it got too hot. But in the meanwhile, the ginger is chopped, and we are moving on to the meat. And here we go, same thing. Just giving this meat a little bit of a quick massage, just getting that flavor all over that chicken, giving it a good mix. And I just want you guys to listen closely here, because this is probably the only time I'm ever going to hear this sound. Alright, the meat is seasoned, so I've got my skillet on the stove, and we're just going to turn this heat on, first allowing it to get hot, and then we're going to add our oil, allowing that to get hot, and then we're going to add our meat. This technique is from Gordon Ramsay, so pro tip, always heat up your skillet and your oil first before you start throwing in whatever food you're cooking. Alright, so that is cooking pretty good. I'm just going to put the lid on this so it cooks a little bit faster. That chicken cooked, I chopped it up, I added my garlic, ginger, onion, and chicken, and just allowing them to get golden brown. I then went ahead, added in my vegetable medley to start cooking this down with all those flavors. Just going to allow this to cook on medium-high for a minute. While those vegetables are cooking nicely, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of this natural peanut butter, organic peanut butter. Make sure you guys are getting natural peanut butter without the hydrogenated vegetable oils, because that stuff is really toxic for you. Just gonna give this a mix. Comes around, goes around, my nigga. The sun goes up, it must go down, my nigga.
So here's the thing.
Alright, so I cooked those vegetables down. It's a good 7 to 10 minutes, just enough for them to get nice and soft, and we are pretty much done.
Spider-Man move.
And we got Xander Man here. My little nephew looks like he's Spider-Man today.
Shoot the web.
Aw, man, look at that. Kids, they're adorable, man. And for the last part here, we're just gonna cook some eggs sunny side up to go over the top. And voila, low carb Asian stir fry with chicken. All right, y'all, so that is gonna conclude the video. Vegetarian, but I added chicken to it. Chicken's optional. If you're vegetarian, you might not wanna do that, but hey, it works. Low carb, very healthy. Give it a try. Full recipe is gonna be in the description. Let me know how it works. Until next time, Professor L. Will, New Wave Coaching, I'm out.